Right, good morning fisher people, I'm Alan Norris from FishOn TV and it's Saturday the 8th of October and I have just arrived at the fantastic Staunton Reservoir. I'm here for a 2-day with Woody. We're not staying overnight. It's an hour, it's not even an hour for him. It's an hour, it's 68 miles for me, it's an hour and a half, but you know, you can look after your bait better at home, can't you? So, worked it out, cost of staying over, cost of fuel. I might as well just drive back. Now, you're probably wondering what's going off. Yeah, I had a nightmare yesterday. Bloody van. Turbo intercooler pipes gone on it. Oh, it was just a nightmare. I had problems at the family as well. It was a nightmare yesterday. Oh. What a day. It was the last thing I needed, and then trying to get ready, and it was absolutely persisting it down when I was trying to get ready yesterday. What a bloody day I had yesterday. So, luckily, the wife's on holiday, and I've pinched her car. She doesn't know, but she will when she smells hot nets when she gets in it when she goes to work. And I'm by myself. No monkey. He's not happy. He's not happy. Anyway, I told her, I said, look, it's your job to guard the van. Here's a couple of bananas. I'll see you when I get back up. And they were happy enough then. Right, look, have a look. I've parked. I don't know I've parked here. Here, look, we'll have a look. There, look at that. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. Yes. Yeah, still low. So there we go. I'm going to nip over to the clubhouse. Woody's already here because that's his car. I've parked next to his car. It's over 2 days. I think there'll be... I think you like have a rotation of where you can draw. I think it's based on weight, I think, but I'll soon find out when we get in there. I'm just looking forward to 2 days. I normally work on a Saturday. 2 days fishing. What more do you want? I mean, it is bloody tiring, this fishing, believe it or not. Here at Staunton Harold, feeder attack. I was going to set a slider up and I thought I had to bring my pole, but I don't know this venue well enough to sort of start going down things that I've never even tried on here. You can't really go wrong with feeder, so feeder it is, and we'll see where we get drawn. Just carry on from there. Yes, even more people turning up, so we'll see you at the draw, folks.
Morning, mate. 51.
Yeah. You'll just have to one of the lads.
Right, folks, peg 51 I've drawn. Dave's on peg 41, I think.
I'm next to the guy that's got the scale, so I'll be weighing in, helping weigh in. Means absolutely nothing to me. All I will say is where I am over here, it's wind behind. Now, what I know about bream fishing, I'm not happy with that. But listen, this reservoir, you just don't know. We're going to catch fish. Whether we'll drop on some bream or not, I don't know. I'm just not that happy. I'd rather have the wind in my face when I'm bream fishing. But it's be ideal for a slider float, which I was going to bring, but after yesterday's bloody carry on, I just couldn't be bothered. I wanted to have an hour or two just practicing getting catapult going and just to get me confidence around it. But feeder fishing today, that's what it is. Peg 51, wind behind, not perfect, but like I say, I don't know this venue very well. Let's see how we get on. Let's get my gear, let's get down there. Over and out. Right folks, already there's only a few minutes to go. Peg 51. I know absolutely diddly squat about this, but I've plumbed it and it's a gradual slope and it gets deeper the further you go out, which is pretty much what this banking does. So I've chose a 27 metre line, a 36 metre line. I'm going to concentrate most of my fishing, I think, on the short lines for the skimmers. Apparently the bream have not been showing in numbers like they usually do. And I have got a longer line at 55 metres. So I've got like a just over 2 second count short, a bit further up 3 second count, and the long one I've got a 7.5 second count, almost 8. So you're talking 20 foot or so, 20 odd foot there. And I think I've got about 10, and then we've got about 11 or 12 on the next one. So, you know, ideal, but it is really clear, the water. Usual baits. There's my ground bait, there's my bait up tub. I'm going to put some corn in there when I've gone to the corn line. I've also got some micros in there, worms. It's just your typical bream stuff. I think it's a case of if there's anything here and you feed it right, I think that's how it is. So we'll be off in a few minutes. I'll join you during the match. Right, I went on my long line just while I was setting my camera up and it kept going around, but they're on a little roach, and this is roach number 8. And it literally is, it's in seconds. I've started on a size 12 and a single maggot. And it's on the short line at 27 metres it was. And it's literally, they're taking it on drop as well. Pulling it back like this. And the guy to my left's doing the same as well. Well, that's the first time I've not had a bite in seconds. Typical curse of the camera. A quick twitch. Oh, that's unbelievable, folks. I've had a bite every cast. There we go. Just wait a little bit longer. Now, Dave. He's on peg 41, is Dave. He's brought Jackson with him. We've had a right laugh, me and Jackson. Dave were talking to one at locals and somebody got smashed by 17 pike. And Shane Hodgkinson, he's just had a pike smash him. The trouble is that they're all roach that we're catching, but the trouble is they obliterate the maggot, so why is that not coming down?
There we go. There's quite a lot of small fish there, and there's definitely small fish along as well, because they were the only bites. So we're getting. I've even put full dender on as well. I thought that just give me time to set my camera up. That's just settled. And keeping the line tight, just slowly moving the reel. Yeah, it slowed down that because it had got. I was getting bites before it had even reached bottom. There you go. Eight, 9 roach in almost as many casts. Now with that slowing up, I've got a cage feeder on at the minute. I'm going to start plugging it a little bit tighter, I think. And if that don't work, I'll go to a little block end feeder. So whether the fish are taking everything before it gets to the bottom and they're staying up there, I don't know. But we'll see. Got those options to change. Oh, definitely had a bite. It could have obliterated that maggot, so I won't be leaving it too long. Another twitch. Give it a couple of twitches just to entice one. Feels weird. Feels like there's nothing. I must be catching something, I think, on the bottom, unless it's a little fish. Felt weird, that. Yeah, something felt weird. Was I catching fish on the way in? I don't know. Not sure, folks. Not sure at all. There we go, that's what's been happening. This is what we want, plenty of fish coming in all the time. Not bad roach, them. Only a couple of ounce a piece or so. So we'll have that. Leave that maggot on, that's alright actually. I'm going to try it without any particles in whatsoever. Now squash that in. Give it another go. That was slightly to the left of where all my other casts have been, just slightly. The breeze has just gone across. There we go. That's a, thought that would be a bream. That was a nice slow bite, that. I'd be happy catching like this all day. You know, I forgot to put down how many I've got. Look, is it 10? 10 or 11? Like swinging sardines in, isn't it? Let's catch up, aren't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. 11 little roaches. Now, the way that they're feeding, it tells me that all that bait I've put out there, along and on the other line, that's probably all gone. It was a little indication, but it wasn't enough for a lift. Yeah, he's on. I don't mind this kind of fishing. I enjoy this. It takes me back like it used to be like this in Ireland, except these used to be about £1.50. Crazy stuff, isn't it? Crazy. Crazy stuff, people, crazy. No point putting any bigger baits on. It's a single bag, it's size 12 hook. Job's a good one. And I decided to go straight to a 12. I nearly didn't because I lost too many on a 14. Well, it wasn't Shane, it was the other guy that had it. Let's just hit bottom. Slowly pull it. We've got Tourette's as well to me right there, that's rattling. Rattle, 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 rattle. Yeah, come on fishies. Come on the roaches. Get into Al's net. So there we go folks, I'm not going to keep recording and recording and recording. I'll have little spells. Oh, that's a bit bigger. I'll have little spells of recordings, let you know how I'm getting on. Oh, well, you bloody thing. You can't write that, folks, can you? That has gone through the fish's mouth straight into me. Straight into there. Folks, I've got about 27 roach, something like that. And I think, I hooked into them, I'm pretty sure it was a roach. I'm sure this is a crocodile. Yeah, it's definitely a crocodile because that'll come in. He's let go. New hook length needed, folks, new hook length. There we go. Right, folks, I put a full dender on the 36 metre line. It's gone round, it's not massive, but it's not a roach. Oh, I thought that was into a snag then. Or I don't, and I've been broke, I've had to put 3 hook lengths on. Oh, isn't a nice bream, is this one. Lovely bream. That'll do, folks. I've not seen anybody else catch one. So, full dendra. Now we're getting lots of indications from roach. And I just thought, you know, I've fed this with micros. I would say he's got to be a good 3.5 pound, maybe 4. Yeah, about 4 I think. So there we go folks. Bait's still on, full dendra. That can be used again, it's still in good nick. So let's give that another go, folks. Yeah, I've had 3 pike take roach. Swims have gone a bit funny. A few other micros in there. I'll try that again. That's what we wanted. We needed a bream because I wasn't keeping it with. There's a guy been using the whip, and Shane, who's the organiser here, he knows it inside out. He's been catching a lot more than me, so I thought, right, let's have a go for a bream. Got about 30 odd roach and odd skimmer. See if we can do it again. He was an old warrior, that one, wasn't he? I had a little tap to start with and then it just went round nicely. Typical bream bite. Let's hope. And I've not been getting chance to sink the line like this with them little roach that's been knocking about. They've just been obliterated, maggots and everything. So there we go. Right, there we go. So yeah, 3 pike attacks. The guys had about the same, maybe 4. 3 hook lengths. I'll tie some more tonight when I go home. So we'll give that another go, folks, and see if we get some more. Oh, what time is it? It's 1:20. We finish at 4. I've got on here 34, 35 roach. I might have missed 1 or 2, and the bream. Shane had 49 an hour ago. I reckon he's probably got about 60 odd little roach. Hopefully that bream has helped me a little bit. Could just do with 1 or 2 more. No, I just had another pike, folks, and it's just done another hook length. Right, I'm going to get out there and have a go for a bream, and I can mess about with an hook length for these. So I've got about 65 roach, couple of skimmers, and where's my rod? And that 4-pound bream. Shane's got about 120 odd roach, so he's been catching well all day, hasn't he? I don't think he's had any time off for bream whatsoever. He's just gone for roach, so he's doing alright. Great dendra going on here. We might as well, because anything smaller, roach take it. So there we go. Full dendra. We're not hanging about, folks. We're not hanging about. We'll get back in.
breath after all that. What a bloody hike that is. Dave's just on his way with Jackson. He's just done his conclusion on his video, so I'm going to do mine. Probably look a bit close because wife's car's not exactly bang on foot job. She'll probably want me to valet it, but it's bloody filthy anyway, is it, with women in cars? Look at dust everywhere. I hope she doesn't hear it, she'll go bad. Right, peg 51. I was mainly going to concentrate on short lines, but I did put some bait long at 56 metres, I think it was. And then I had a 36 metre and a 27 metre. 2 seconds and 3 seconds at those distances. And I was quite happy with that. I thought, well, you know, it did cross my mind, but it was really clear what water. Will them fish be at like an 100 arm 7 or 8 metre chuck? I wasn't sure, because like I said, I don't fish it. It's only the second time I've fished it. I don't know the place at all. Not brought pole, not brought weight. They'd been perfect for a slider today, I bet. I bet it'd have been wonderful for a slider. But I've not done slider fishing for God knows how long, so I won't going to try and do it when I've never. Well, when I've done it loads of times, but I haven't done it for a long time. And if I remember rightly, there's a bit of an art to it, so left it alone, folks. Right, peg 51. Those lines there, what I chose. I put 3 big good feederfuls on one and 4 on the one a little bit further. And the one a little bit further, I put more micros in and a few bits of corn, as well as your worms and casters and stuff, but not overkill. And long, I put 6 feederfuls long with micros, ground bait and corn, just looking for bream basically. And they love that sort of food, so there you go. What I will say is, I had a few bites. I went straight long while I set my camera up. That wasn't my plan really. I thought, well, I'll just give it 5 or 10 minutes to settle with them, these 2 short lines. Bite straight away, but they're on a little roach. And I got like I got full dendron. I couldn't believe it. I thought, my God, great little buggers. Once I got the camera set up, I then started on my 20 metre line, and it was literally, chuck it in, as you're pulling it back, round it goes. One fish. I don't know, how long were they? 4 or 5 inch tops. But it was one after another, and then a pike. One after another, then a pike. I had 5 pike, do 5 lots of lining. In fact, there were one, I had 2 or 3 goes. I was trying to skim it across and it still got it. I think I've got that one on camera actually. Still, I think it got it by tail or something, because it let go not long after. So I played with pike and then a bloody cormorant. It wasn't just me, it was a guy to my right had it as well. But I've really, really enjoyed it. So Shane, you've run it absolutely magnificent today. Fantastic. It is day 1. We have got tomorrow. I've ended up catching, I had 71 fish on my clicker, I had a bream at 36 metres on a full dendra. I'm sure there was some more there because I was getting some steady big liners, I think. And because of that, I probably spent a little bit too long on that line, because I was convinced I was going to get another 1 or 2 or 3. But it never materialised. I even tried the method over there, because a lot of people put micros in here. And I've heard that a guy does catch bream on them here as well. So I give it 2 goes on the method. Liners, but I didn't have a take. 3 second count there. So the hybrid feeder, I think it's still okay at that depth. But and it never materialised into it. So, but I'll tell you what, I have really, really enjoyed it. 71 fish, bites all day, lost a few, smashed by pike, action all over. The fish for me didn't seem quite big enough. I've weighed 13 pounds 6. The guy to my left was spooning him out on whip at one point, just in front of him. I couldn't believe it. You can't keep up with that. And he's ended up weighing 24 pounds, but he's got quite a few on whip and quite a lot. It looked like he was at about 20 metres, 24 metres ish, something like that. It's hard to tell. Not much shorter than where I was. And he's fished window feeder all day. But it didn't seem right for me. It never went round tip when I did the window feeder. The best 2 feeders with me were a little block end and a cage feeder. The cage feeder, when I was using that, I tended to get bites as it was settling. The block end feeder, yeah, you could still get them bites, but it was literally 10 or 15 seconds in, round it'd go. You know, like, and if I missed it, just let it settle and it'd go again. And it's been entertaining. Now, what I have learnt is you need about 170 of them to get about 24 pound of what I was catching or more. God, that's a lot of fish. I've not done that kind of fishing where it's like sort of speed fishing. I think speed fishing at 5 or 6 metres you're going to end up catching a hell of a lot more. But I wasn't convinced in my own head that you'd get them there, but maybe you would, I don't know. Again, will I try it tomorrow? I don't know. Is it worth putting a few balls around by hand at sort of 7 or 8 metres when it drops off a little bit? I don't know. Just don't know. But cracking place. Loads and loads and loads of bites. Just not quite enough weight. I think Dave's weighed 18 pound and come second in his section. I weighed 13.6. There was a guy to me that had 10 pound something. I've heard Shane had 24 pound. The guy to my left had 26. And then there's been weights, some in teens, some lower, some higher. They've been all over the place. I think the best on this bank was 29 a bit further down. So there you go, folks. I don't know where I am in the league. Talking to a few other guys further around, they've done quite a bit worse than me. So I don't know. Don't know where I am. Could be round about mid-table. So never mind me rabbiting on. Day 2 tomorrow. Drive home now. Let's see if we can get a few more fish tomorrow. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. So we shall see you in part 2. Yes.